Thanks everyone for joining. This is the project presentation for pre-level 3.
This is our pre-level 3 project, so done by me, Alden, and Jennifer.
So the first project is Racing Car 2.0. So as you can see, these are three definitions. The first one on the top is a definition for displaying the fireballs. The second one in the middle is a definition for the collision of a fireball and a car. The one on the bottom is a definition for counting how many fireballs there are and how many there are left.
And so here we basically have the codes for the fireball. So the first one is setting up the fireball. We basically put the basic features such as its dimensions and its like starting position. And fire hits is basically when a fireball hits a car that's coming down. That car would return to its starting position, which would make it look like that it disappeared.
It's not too long. It's like around 279 lines. Display fire count is just basically displays the amount of fireballs you have. So we have 5 fireballs, and then this is just the main game loop. Let me try to show you guys like the fireball. So yeah, if you shoot a fireball, it'll come out, and then yeah, so it can hit multiple tanks.
So the second project is fire hydrants analysis. The requirements are you find the closest fire hydrants to a certain area. So, 10 fire hydrants to your house, for example.
So I'll show you guys the actual code right now. We use the math function, so we import sine, cos, and then a bunch of these. So this is a huge JSON file. We load that into a Python dictionary.
Good job. Thanks Jennifer, Elda, and Felix. How would you validate the result is correct?
We can actually see the exact distance. So if I click on this, I'm gonna click on measure distance. So that's the first distance, and then the second distance I want it to be here, and then it'll say 8.9 kilometers, right? We go back to our code, and then 8.87 kilometers, which is about right. So yeah, that's how I would validate like our code was actually correct.
Okay, so this is our Python pre-level 3 project of printers production by William Bryan Johnson. So the fire hydrant was really simple. We can actually verify if this program works simply by re-inputting the exact coordinates of another fire hydrant and then running. Now, the first one is 0.0 distance away from us, and it is the exact same fire hydrant, meaning that this program does indeed work.
Okay, good job. Yeah, that's good thought process. So it's zero distance from itself.
The next one is the car game. So, and I'm gonna demonstrate it. Yeah, okay. So, you can see that we can change the number of cars. And let's just keep it at 5. Yeah, this is what stopping time is. Yeah.
Okay, very good job, team printers. Yeah, I saw you add lots of features, make the game more entertaining. It's great.
So basically for the playing game, we reused lots of code from the car game. We decided to make classes for this one. So no. You now have the enemy class. Ryan actually made some pretty beautiful images for the player and enemy. So for the enemy class, you have all these variables out. You have its XY, whether it's been shot down or not, its respawn weight, its shooting weight, its X change and Y change, its X movement, which basically governs the direction it's in, its X movement time, which governs how long it's been moving, and then the sound management. Well, do this. You will run away.
Very impressive, and I like the way you use the class to manage like lots of parameters. Good job. Okay, great. Thanks, William, Ryan, and Johnson. Great job, team printers. Thank you very much. And then let's move on to the team light firefighters, Chris, Caitlin, and Addison.
So hello, welcome to the Lit Firefighters Python pre-level 3 project presentation by me and Chris. So first we have Racing Game 2.0. And also here, as you can see in the console, you can see that you could pick the background music. Okay, so as you can see, the window pops up and I press go. So see, as you move, I can shoot the fireball. And also, see, and it destroys the cars. And also, I could dodge the cars, and let's see, waves pass. It shows how much waves we pass. Then as you can see, it also gets faster the more cars we pass. Also, I'll show you at the end. At the end, you can see that it'll say you crashed, and it'll say how much seconds you survived, and how much waves you passed, and also how many fireballs you left at the end. And that's it for the car project. And now Caitlin will talk about the fire hydrant game.
Okay, good job, Chris.
For the fire hydrant analysis, the requirements are to load the JSON file into the Python dictionary, and then to calculate the distance for each fire hydrant, and print out the top 10 closest fire hydrants from like the location we chose, and to calculate the time it took to complete the whole code. How did we design the key features of the program? So one of the key features was to calculate the distance for each fire hydrant. So we used the calculate distance that Mr. Gould provided us. And we used a for loop, and we made variables for the latitude and longitude for both the starting position, which we chose one from the fire hydrant Google Doc, which was Ontario Street. The Ontario first on Ontario Street. And then we used the calculate distance function to calculate the distance from latitude and longitude 1 to latitude and longitude 2. And then we added it as part of the list, the Python dictionary. Then here you can see the code. If you can print it, Chris, just run it. And then you can just see the result. And thank you for watching, and happy coding.
Okay, thank you very much, Chris and Caitlin.
One sec, I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
So I'm just going to talk about the fire hydrant code. Unlike the other codes, we also had codes CS and this thing, which basically is a Python version of Google Maps, except that you don't actually have the picture in front of you. So to get the coordinates, basically we can type in the actual address of something to be able to find, and this part will tell you the actual latitude and longitude. And then here we'll have all the distances and the fire hydrants that we see. So it has the asset ID, the distance, and the address. I'm pretty sure it's correct because these distance seem legit. And I'm pretty sure that a fire hydrant will only appear around this many times within a certain distance.
Well done. I actually see you use additional functions that we haven't taught in the class. You find some new functions, methods, and modules to do the work. Okay, which is very good. I'm very impressed. Good job, Juliana.
Mark's going to talk about that right now.
Okay, great.
Okay, so for our racing game, we took a lot of code from the old game because it's practically the same thing. So in the beginning, you scroll up. Most of it is still the same. The basic structure, like the display and all of that, the colors. So over here, now we changed the block images. So instead of a block, we import the different car images. So we have another car image, and we have a third one for the second object coming down. There, now you can run it as a demonstration.
Okay. Good job, team. That's wrap up level 3 project part. And then we will move to the level 3 class very soon. We will have lots of fun. See you in the next class very soon. Okay, thanks. Good job, guys. Bye.